Welcome to another episode of What Not to Do Wednesdays. When did you get your first credit card? Credit cards are the best way to establish credit, okay? The longest credit card you've ever had will determine how long your length of credit history is. That's a factor. If it's not used well, your credit score will go down. And if you understand how length of credit history works, you can keep it on the rise, okay? Every time you get something new on your credit score, on your credit report, it will always affect your length of credit history. Let's do an example. Let's say you got your first credit card 10 years ago. You have had credit for 10 years. In between, you got a loan, you got some credit cards here and there. But let's say, for example purposes, you got your first credit card 10 years ago, and then you got another credit card today. How will that affect your length of credit history? Okay, having that one credit card says your length of credit history is 10 years because you had that first credit card for 10 years. But then when you got that new credit card, what your length of credit history does, it averages it out. So 10 plus 0, because you got it today, meaning it's not even a year old. So 10 plus 0 equals 10. And you divide that by 2 because it's 2 cards. Your credit history now has an average length of 5 years. So it drastically drops your length of credit history amounts, and your score drops as well. This is why you have to strategically plan out how to apply for new credit. So every time you go to the store or you are shopping online and they say, would you like a $200 discount by applying for our store credit? No, I do not. You gotta be aggressive with that thing. But no, seriously, don't do that. Every time they bring it up, respectfully decline. Unless you had already strategized that you will get some type of new credit. Okay, then you choose which one you want to get, okay, and get your discount at the same time. And then start getting the benefits, start building points, start getting those rewards. I will do a video on how to use a credit card, okay, or how to use multiple credit cards, because that's what you need. So yes, overall, you have to be careful and be strategic how you apply for new credit, because length of credit history will always be affected when you get approved for any new credit account, credit card, or okay? Now let's do one more example just so you can have an idea of what this looks like. Let's say you have 2 credit cards and a loan. Now, one credit card you got 10 years ago, the loan you got 5 years ago, and the second credit card you got 2 years ago. So let's work it out. What does it average out to? 10, because 10 years, plus 5, because the loan was 5 years ago, plus 2, because that second credit card was 2 years ago. 10 plus 5, 15 plus 2, 17. You divide it by how much? You got how many credit accounts? 3. So 17 divided by 3. What's your average length of history? Your average length of history is 5.67 years. So you went from having a credit card from 10 years ago to having an average credit history of 5.67 years. So the youngest your credit account is will determine how much of an average length of history you have, okay? So be strategic, okay? Building that length of credit history, it's a journey. So you have to be ready for the journey, okay? It's good if you can get everything within the first few years of building, but if not, it's okay. But you want to strategize how to build that credit factor of length of credit history. All right. In the next video, we're going to review all 5 factors so that you can have a better understanding of how credit works a little bit. Okay. All right. Until next time on What Not to Do Wednesdays. See you next week.